The Vallejo Police Department has been on a wild goose chase trying to get to the bottom of an alleged abduction case. Denise Hutskins was reportedly kidnapped on Monday morning in Vallejo, California, with a demand for $8,500 in ransom. Her boyfriend, Aaron Quinn, reported the alleged kidnapped, but she reappeared safe Wednesday morning in Huntington Beach, 400 miles away. When police went to go talk with Huskins, she disappeared again. The lawyers for both Huskins and Quinn are saying this is no hoax. Reportedly, he said Denise had spent a good part of the morning and all of the afternoon into the evening at the Vallejo Police Department with the hope of clearing her name because she's absolutely, unequivocally, 100% positively a victim, and this is no hoax. This is no laughing matter, end quote. A Vallejo spokesperson says the department does not believe Huskins or her boyfriend. The two are no longer cooperating with the police. If it turns out to be a hoax, the DA may press charges. Now moving on to local news, Malibu may be making waves with a plan to use solar energy. A proposal to bring solar panels on Malibu City Hall would make it the first in the country to reach net zero with the latest in solar technology, meaning that these new solar panels would be generating the same amount of energy that the buildings use. This would make Malibu's brand as a leader in sustainable energies and new technologies. Also, Malibu may have seen their last April election. There was a 5-0 unanimous vote Monday night to draft an ordinance to abolish April elections. Instead, they will be held in November every even-numbered year. And if it becomes passed, it could mean voters may have to go out and vote twice every election day in 2 different locations for the 2 different elections. The council believes if this gets approved, more people will come out to vote, though. Anyways, that's all for news. Now, Jenny, what can you tell us going on in the world of sports?
Well, we have the latest in college basketball news. Former UNC basketball coach Dean Smith died in February, but he's still making an impact on the players he coached. In Smith's will, he instructed that $200 be left to each player who lettered during his time as a coach. A note was included with the checks that told the athletes to enjoy a dinner out, compliments of Coach Dean Smith. The notes and checks were sent out to around 180 former UNC players. March Madness continued yesterday when the top 16 teams faced off in hopes of moving on to the Elite Eight. Undefeated Kentucky played against 5th seed West Virginia at the Staples Center last night. At the end of the first half, with the Wildcats on top, Andrew Harrison cut through the defense to find Willie Cauley-Stein for the dunk. Later on in the game, it was all Andrew Harrison again. He gets the steal, goes behind his back, and gets the layup. Kentucky would defeat West Virginia with a final score of 78-39. And another 1 seed was in action last night when Wisconsin played UNC. UNC came out strong with Kennedy Meeks hitting the short jumper to give the Tar Heels a 3-point lead. Late in the game, with Wisconsin trying to protect their lead, Sam Decker showed off his moves here when he spins and gets the layup. The Badgers beat the Tar Heels with a final score of 79-72. Arizona and Notre Dame managed to avoid upsets last night as well. Notre Dame beat Wichita State 81-70, and Arizona survived a scare when they beat Xavier 68-60. 8 more teams play tonight for the final spots in the Elite Eight. Gonzaga and UCLA start off the action at 7:15 Eastern Time. After that, NC State will face off against Louisville. 1 seed Duke will try to beat Utah, and the last game of the night is between Michigan State and Oklahoma. Well, Shayla, Alex, and Phil, that was the latest for this March Madness.
Yeah, definitely March Madness. It is an intense, few weeks. I mean, It is truly called March Madness for a reason.
And people lose a lot of money. I mean, people lose a lot of money.
It's March Sadness, as one of our reporters said yesterday.
But also, I saw that there are over 11 million people that created a bracket for March Madness, and there are less than 14 people now that have a legit bracket still. So, But anyway, so we'll stay tuned because we have the latest in entertainment up next.
And don't go anywhere if you want to follow along with us on social media. Tweet us at GMM TV32.